What's up, everybody? We're chilling in Capitol Reef. I drove down here from Orem. Took me 2.5 hours. I went pretty quick, straight through. And as soon as I arrived, I left at 3 p.m. February. Sunrise was at 6 p.m. So I had about 20 minutes to get pictures before the sun went down. I threw in a roll of Kodak Ektar 100. I got I got 11 shots off before the sun went down. A lot of them were actually really cool. One point of view in particular of a chimney rock in Capitol Reef. I'm excited to see how it turns out. Yeah, I'm gonna try and get some starscapes tonight. So I'm gonna leave an exposure on my Hasselblad 500C on a 120 medium format film. I couldn't pick up any high-speed black and white film. I wanted to get some Ilford 3200, but the shop didn't have any, and I was in a rush to get here before the sun went down. So I have Ektar 100, I have Portra 800. So I think I'm gonna do the starscape with the Portra 800, aperture wide open, and I'll leave it out for about an hour and a half. Take a little nap inside the vehicle while the exposure is open. It's hard to tell because it's dark, but we got three different cliffs that we could set up if the stars are behind there. So this could be a good spot. We're deep, kind of in a little canyon, point it up at different areas. We also got stuff going on the other side. So we'll just have to see. So I am at the end of the line, end of the road in Capitol Reef, and there is like nobody here. I'm trying to get this freaking camera on this. I set the timer for 1 hour and 30 minutes on the Ektar 100. Might be too dark. I could actually see the stars through the viewfinder though, at f2.8 with the aperture wide open on that lens, which is pretty cool. So I'm thinking after an hour and a half, all the trails will overlap and it'll get brighter and brighter. Even though it's a low 100 ISO, it should be, at that time, it should be bright enough. If I could see the stars just through the aperture, then, it might even be too bright. I'm gonna take some notes on what I did, but thinking about flashing a light up on the cliff. Gosh dang it. Well, I had the tripod out, Hasselblad on for a starscape. Anyway, the Hasselblad is set up on the tripod with Portra 800, and my timer went off, but it did not go off with sound, and I was asleep. So I fell asleep, timer didn't wake me up, I should have set an alarm. And it went over by 2 hours. So the exposure is out there for, I believe, well, 2 hours over, so 3.5 hours total. Yeah, on Portra 800. Stars aren't like super bright though. So, I don't know. It might turn out even better. We'll see. I did an 1.5 hour exposure. Look at that. I don't even know how that happened. When you're out and about, things just get cut up. I did an 1.5 hour on Ektar 100 and 3.5 hours on Portra 800. Yeah, should have been preferably the other way around if that were to happen, but at least now I have two. I just really put that on wrong. And I forgot to wipe it. Oh well. So I guess I don't do nighttime pictures, or I mean like astrophotography very much, or really at all. I'm pretty much a rookie, so it's a good experiment. I'll be able to see how a 800 speed film works at 3.5 hours compared to 100 film at 1.5 hours. So yeah, I mean, I don't think it'll be overexposed. Hopefully we get some good trails and it's nice and bright and looks really cool. Better than being underexposed, I think. So now it's bedtime.